Hello, Mrs. Moon here. Happy St. Patrick's Day to our awesome 7th grade at Mullins School. I'm wearing my green so no one can pinch me today. Today your NTI assignment from Mrs. Wagner is about unit rate or unit price. And so I've got some examples here to help you through your NTI assignment. So here's some examples that I've come up with that are really similar to what you'll see on your assignment from Mrs. Wagner. We're going to look at these one at a time and work through them, and hopefully this will help you feel really confident in answering your questions. So if we look at question 1 here, it says Mrs. Wagner jogs 10 miles in 2 hours. We want to calculate that unit rate. So first of all, what is a unit rate? A unit rate is representing how much it will take for 1 unit, or how many miles could she jog in 1 hour if she can jog 10 miles in 2 hours. So a unit just breaks it down, or kind of reduces a fraction down to 1 unit. So let's look at the math involved here. So if Mrs. Wagner can jog 10 miles in 2 hours, we set it up just like this. And I said here we can either divide or think of it as simplifying. So if we divide 10 divided by 2, it divides evenly to be 5 miles in 1 hour. Or you can think of it as simplifying a fraction. 2 divides evenly into 2 and 10. So divide 10 by 2, divide 2 by 2, you get 5 over 1. So we could say Mrs. Wagner can jog 5 miles in 1 hour. When we're dealing with miles in an hour, we come up with this lovely MPH, miles per hour. That's exactly what we're finding in this example. We're finding the unit rate, miles per hour. So how many miles could she jog in 1 hour? She could jog 5 miles in 1 hour because Mrs. Wagner is awesome. Okay, so let's look at our second example here. My second example is a football player ran 100 yards in 20 seconds. So we want to calculate the unit rate. How many yards could the football player run in 1 second? Okay, a unit rate takes the unit down to 1. So if a football player runs 100 yards in 20 seconds, how many yards can they run in 1 second? So let's look at our math involved here. We'll set up a fraction again, or a division problem. 100 yards in 20 seconds. So again, we're going to divide or simplify this fraction. We know that 100 divided by 20 is 5, or you can think of it as simplifying. 20 is a GCF of 120, so 100 divided by 20 is 5, 20 divided by 20 is 1. So we can say the football player can run 5 yards in 1 second. 5 yards in 1 second, or 5 yards per second. So this is our unit rate. So this football player runs 5 yards per second. Okay, our third example is the trickiest of these example problems, and you will see there is one like this on your assignment. So be cautious with this problem. It says Sarah bought 12 donuts for $3. Now, we are moving into talking about money. So when we're dealing with money, we are looking for the unit price. The unit price of the item. So how much would it cost then for a single donut? Okay? So there's really 2 ways we can look at this. We can think of it as the unit rate, or we can think of it as the unit price. So this is a little tricky. I'm going to show it one way. The first way I'm going to show you is not the way that you're supposed to do the problem, okay? The second way is the way you need to do the problem. So let's take a look at this. If Sarah buys 12 donuts for $3, that's the way it read. I had 12 donuts and I paid $3. If I do 12 divided by 3, and I think of this unit rate, I can divide this or reduce this to 4 donuts per $1. So that means I can buy 4 donuts for $1. Now, this has made my single unit $1. I really want my unit to be 1 donut. Okay, so if I want my unit to be 1 donut, how much does it cost for 1 donut? The answer is not 4 donuts per $1. If I think of this as a unit price, how much does it cost for 1 unit? What is the money I have to spend on 1 unit? In this case, it would be 1 donut. I need to think of it with dollars in the numerator. Okay, so you have to kind of put this upside down from the way the problem read. Put your dollars in the numerator, $3 for 12 donuts. So it's $3 over 12 donuts. Then I can divide, and you can use your calculator here. 3 divided by 12, yes, you're going to get decimal. It's okay, it's money. So 3 divided by 12, I got 0.25. So that means it costs 0.25 of a dollar for a single donut. 0.25 of a dollar, that's 25 cents. So my unit price is 25 cents per donut. So again, be careful here. If we're wanting the unit price, you've got to put your money in the numerator. All right, let's look at one more example. Example 4. It costs $240 for 12 sweatshirts. Maybe we've got a club like the academic team, and we're going to get sweatshirts for their club. And there's 12 kids. So it's going to cost $240 for 12 sweatshirts. What would be our unit price? Unit price means how much is it going to cost for a single sweatshirt? Just like the last example. How much did it cost for 1 donut? Here, how much does it cost for a single sweatshirt? Again, we want our money in the numerator for a unit price. So $240 divided by 12 sweatshirts. So we can divide or simplify. This simplifies to 20 over 1. So we know that 12 goes into 12 and 240. Okay, so I reduce the fraction here, or it divides evenly. $20 for 1 sweatshirt. So my unit price is $20 per sweatshirt. I hope this little video helps you understand a little bit better about unit rate and unit price. I also hope you're safe, healthy, and staying inside. Stay home. See you later.